Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Figuratively Speaking. Tonight I've got a rather mega power edition. All jokes aside, I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm not going to go real big into Hulk Hogan, as I've already done the unboxing of Hollywood Hulk Hogan. However, because of this video and the mega powers, I also have this version of Hulk Hogan, which fits the mega powers to the T. So I'll be going more into Macho Man Randy Savage and then going into the mega powers. But I'm going to give a brief history on Hulk Hogan. Terry Gene Bollea, born August 11th, 1953. Professional wrestler, actor. Champion, obviously. Build height was 6'7". Build weight, I don't ever remember Hogan being billed as a weight of 302 pounds, but okay, I think that's wrong. Watch what you read from Wikipedia. Let's see here. Debuted August 9th, 1977. Retired January 27th, 2012. And that will be all I'm going to do for Hulk Hogan. But I am going to open him up because that's what I do. I really do love this version of Hulk Hogan. He comes with the Hulkamania and cross necklace. And of course, he still has the weight belt. So let's go ahead and get into that. Tearing this card back to pieces. Not like it. So, also, being the person that I am, I didn't just stop at this version of Hulk Hogan. Of course, I'm not going to stop at the one version of Hulk Hogan. I also got the rarer edition of Hulk Hogan with the blue boots. Um, I'm probably going to leave that one in package. Be one of the few that I do that with. And I am going to need something to open him up. Let's get these clear plastic handcuffs off him from this plastic prison. I think that leading up to the Mega Powers, I think Hogan and Savage were at an all right point in their respective careers. Um, egos definitely got in the way, and I also think that Savage had Randy had a bit of a jealousy streak, as described. I don't think it was all Hogan. Savage didn't like anybody looking at Elizabeth, and Savage really didn't want Elizabeth in the business. To be honest, going through some of the history on Randy Macho Man Savage, he didn't want to bring Elizabeth into the business because he didn't want that to ruin what they had, their relationship. Because, well, after all, that was his real wife at the time. Oh, what I just do with that? It just flew off, and that came off like that. Ruh-roh, George. Oh, I'll have to find that later. He did have a Hulkamania headband here. Look at the head of hair on him. More hair than he's ever than I ever remember him having. I do got to find that piece. Nothing special about the weight belt. It's just a simple weight belt. I do like the sweatsuit or workout gymnasium suit that he's got. I do like that. Hulkamania on the front. Let's take a closer look at that. Really, really nice touch. I do like the sheen type color that they used here with the red. Very, very truthful to Hogan in his bolsterous red and yellow colors. Um, Let me pop this head off. I don't want to lose nothing else. And I just dropped that necklace now, too. Yeah, that's easier to find. That's easier to find. The white piece just flew off his head. Somewhere over here, maybe. I don't know. I'll find it later. Anyway, let's take a look at the Hogan head sculpt. It's very, very nice indeed. Not sure if I'm okay with the tan color coat that they used for him. I don't remember Hogan ever being this tan. It's kind of weird, but I do again love that facial sculpt. Give it a side profile. Yeah, I like that. Again, a little bit darker than I ever remember Hogan ever being. Not saying that's a bad thing. Just saying I don't remember him ever being this tan. Maybe he was. I don't remember. So again, pay a little bit more attention to Hulkamania. What you gonna do, brother? Now, this version of Hulk Hogan is in his true form of the red and yellow as he is donning the yellow trunks with red knee pads. Hopefully, I only have a couple more days with these stitches in my hand, and I can get back to hopefully doing some better things that I'm looking on doing for my customs because it really is hard to hold a paintbrush, a marker, anything in this hand. These stitches are a pain in the ass. So let's take a look at Hogan. Of course, you see the taped wristbands that he normally wore, and of course the yellow trunks, the yellow boots. Um, Hair color is a little bit off, I think, just a little bit. This is more like a platinum in a way, I guess. But looking at the skin tone now, the red offsets his skin tone to me. So seeing him in just his normal attire, I think the skin tone now sets up on that yellow very nicely. So that is an excellent figure. Great job, Mattel. Um, it's got all the normal, all the normal articulation of Masters of the Universe Origins, Masters of the WWE, and of course all the pop and swap capability that you have with those figures. Absolutely love it. Great job, Mattel. Really one of a kind. That's not believe I just did. And then it shouldn't be that hard to find a white piece like that. It's almost like I flipped it. There it is. I found it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, the brow band. Hulkster, it says on it. Very, very nice. I'll pull that off for now. And of course, before I finish up that, let me open these, see what's up in here. So I just realized as I was going through looking for other figures that I'm looking for this line. Uh, Andre the Giant comes with the World Heavyweight title belt. Um, So I am definitely in search of a Andre the Giant, and I keep dropping shit. Damn it. All right. So Hogan comes to grappling hands that he has already on his body when you pull the figure out. And he comes to let me slap you in the face with my 24-inch fist that he never had. Um, Even Andre's hand was bigger than that, but it wasn't 24 inches. But anyway, um, slapping hands, grabbing hands, whatever you want to call them. Uh, and the punching hands. Very nicely done. Great job, Mattel. Once again, absolutely love it. Let's get into Randy Savage. Randy Savage was born Randy Mario Poffo. Born November 15th, 1952. Unfortunately, had a heart attack and passed away May 20th, 2011. He is definitely known better by his in ring name, Macho Man Randy Savage. Uh, Savage was described by sports writer Bill Simmons as one of the greatest pro wrestlers who ever lived, a statement that was also echoed by multiple industry performances. He was uh, he was recognizable by wrestling fans for his distinctive flamboyancy, uh, ring attire, his raspy voice, intensity that he exhibited in and out of the ring, and his number one signature saying, "Oh yeah." Um, he had promotions with Slim Jim. Uh, I ate more of those in the time that he was doing those commercials than probably I should have as a young one. Um, but Randy Savage had a certain appeal about him, much like Hogan had a certain appeal about him. Hogan's was, what you gonna do, brother, when these 24-inch pythons run wild on you? And Savage had the, oh yeah, and of course that wasn't the only thing he had. He had charisma on the mic, just like Hogan did. But at the end of the day, I drifted more closer, I think, to Savage, and I was ecstatic as a wrestling fan when Hogan and Macho Man joined forces. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and do this. Uh, Macho Man's build height was 6 foot 2 inches tall. Build weight 237 pounds. Now that sounds more right than Hogan being billed at 302 pounds. I don't ever remember Hogan being 300 and nothing, but I could be wrong. Anyway, uh, billed from Sarasota, Florida, trained by Angelio Poffo, debuted in 1973. He was also, if nobody knew this about Randy Macho Man Savage, he was also a professional baseball player. He was he, he was brought into the St. Louis Cardinal organization and went to the minor leagues to train, blah blah blah, whatever. in the time off that he had, uh, he went to professional wrestling through the winter months, and did what he did in professional wrestling, and he chose wrestling over baseball. Um, I think it was a great career move. It is what it is. Regardless, Randy Macho Man Savage, I'm so glad we had him in professional wrestling. What a charismatic wrestler he was. He was deliberate. He did not waste a move. Um, and madness, madness, absolute madness. I absolutely love the design of his clothes, ring entrance ring uh, style. Hogan had this. Hogan had some flamboyancy about himself with his entrance ring. Most times he came out already in this. Sometimes he came out in stuff like this. But Randy was a showman. And when I say showman, he was the type that he wanted to be seen. He was great at being a heel. When he turned babyface, uh, he got more boos than he got cheers in the beginning, and I think that's probably true about any wrestler, really. But at the end of the day, uh, the, the 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 heel part of him, um, when Randy came in, those boos started turning into cheers. Those cheers started echoing, helped Randy do a babyface turn. Um, as I remember correctly, in his earlier stints in professional wrestling before WWF, uh, him and Jerry Lawler were also tag team partners, where he turned babyface, and that didn't last very long. And he turned heel on Jerry Lawler, and that was the end of that. Then he came to the WWF, uh, became the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. Uh, then with a match in between with Honky Tonk Man, uh, and I don't remember the other wrestlers at that point in time that were in in the feud. But anyway, Elizabeth runs to the back, grabs Hogan. Hogan comes out, stops Honky Tonk Man and the other two people that were holding Randy in the ring, and introduction to the Mega Powers, and I'll get more into that here in a moment. So let's see. And last but not least, this particular Hulk Hogan is a Series 6. Hulk rules. What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Say your prayers and eat your vitamins. Don't forget to take. Don't forget to take your steroid in the ass. Hogan, that was probably the biggest lie you ever told. And kids, when I was a kid at that age, it got me to the point where I was like, "Hey, mom, let's go to the store. I need to go grab some vitamins." And then come to find out, uh, dude shooting steroids in his ass like everybody else. Anyway, I'm done with that. Anyway, uh, Macho Man Randy Savage. Let's go ahead and open him up. The thing that I really love about this already, just being in the package here, is I love this fabric robe, as they call it. I'm looking at it, and it reminds me of the Ultimate Warrior's duster in a sense. Only this definitely got more glitter or more shine to it. So I'm excited to see what that one is. I can tell by the boots that he has on here that these are the yellow boots, and these might be the yellow boots that he wore when he was part of the Mega Powers. So I'm kind of interested, not kind of interested, I'm excited and interested to know what's going on underneath this robe. No homo. Anyway, I'm absolutely loving this. Just from the back of that. Macho Madness on the back of the duster robe, whatever you want to call it. I'm loving that. That's great. And of course, he comes with another two sets of hands, two pointing fingers, and the slapping hands, as I like to call them. And then, of course, the hands that he comes with already, which are his closed fist hands, uh, pretty much knock your teeth out with. I'm kind of hoping, but I'm for whatever reason, I'm doubting. I'll go from back. I don't want to accidentally cut the duster. There we go. Yeah, for whatever reason, Macho Man was always real protective of Elizabeth, and I'm not gonna say for whatever reason. I'm just gonna say he was definitely overprotective. WWE and WWF at the time. They really didn't respect Randy's boundaries on that. So what happened, unfortunately, and it cost him his marriage with Miss Elizabeth, and that was definitely a shame. And I know that hurt Randy a lot. I mean, because hell, that was the love of his life. They do not come off. I wish those came off. I truly wish the glasses came off. And of course, around the robe, they had this rubber band around it. Take that off. It helps keep it closed. Oh, very nice. Okay, so there is something else that's here. You got these two strings that you can tie across, so he don't necessarily have to wear it on his arms. He can wear it across his arms. As you got the two strings, you can tie up if you wanted to do that. I don't know why I don't have my other light on here. Makes it easier to see some of the stuff. Anyway, this fabric robe that he has, I really do like this. It's not like what the Ultimate Warriors felt like. The Ultimate Warriors duster actually felt like it was fox leather. This is definitely a different material. but I'm loving it. I love the sheen on this. Put Randy in my pocket here for a minute. Let's take a look at this robe. Macho Man written on the back. Very, very nicely done. The flaps back here. Macho Madness. The stars and the sheen of this. Very, very nicely done. And it's made very, very well. Um, take some templates of this and make some more robes. Maybe for Macho. Well, I do want to do one with the long dangles down the arms as well. I do wish that they had made these glasses be able to come off. Mm. So let's take a look at this head sculpt. That's looking good, brother. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop doing that. But this is really, really cool. I really love the way that they've done these figures. Mattel, you have been killing it with this line. Um, one more Randy Savage, but let the glasses come off. Let the visors come off. So he definitely comes with the Macho Man Randy Savage. I thought he was going to have the yellow trunks. So maybe I'll make some yellow trunks and put them over the top of this for the Mega Powers to be more exact. Um, I don't remember him wearing these trunks when him and Hogan were the Mega Powers, or maybe he did, and I just don't remember. But anyway, he comes with the yellow knee pads, the stars on his boots here, which is very, very nicely done. Of course, you could pop and swap the boots. Knee pads come off. Uh, the white arm bands as he taped his arms off as well. But I know he used to do his couple of fingers as well. Very, very nicely done. Macho Man written on the back of the trunks. Very nice, as that was typical Macho Man. Um, let me see here. Savage had 6 world championship reigns during his 32-year career, including two as WWF champion. He held similar drawing power as Hulk Hogan before he turned babyface. Um, but he had a very, very good drawing power after that. Anyway, once the Mega Powers were here and gone, um, Mega the Mega Powers were very, very short lived. There was only 3 televised matches that they were in before WrestleMania 5. Um, that Hogan and Macho was in before WrestleMania 5. They are Saturday Night Main Event, SummerSlam, and I think it was Starcade. Um, make sure I'm right on that. And then, of course, when Savage went to When Hogan went to WCW, sometime later, Savage followed, and of course was in the stable with the NWO, uh, where Hogan and he fought side by side again. Um, let's let's be real about the friendship uh, that Savage and Hogan had. Um, it wasn't a good one. Savage had a jealousy about him, and uh, I think WWF, WWE, whatever you want to call them today, um, I think they both had parts to play in that. But I think all in all, it was Savage's jealousy and overprotectiveness that really cost him Miss Elizabeth. At the end of the day, you can point fingers here, there, and everywhere, and it's not going to matter. Uh, the mega powers, I always call them the superpowers because when I was a kid, that's what they were. They were the superpowers, a super team. So let's get into the mega powers and do a little bit with them. The Mega Powers was a tag team in the world of WWF from 87 to 89, consisting of Hulk Hogan and Randy Macho Man Savage, and managed by Savage's wife, Miss Elizabeth. Now, again, with the powers that be, this was a wrong move, I think, on Savage's behalf and on the WWE. Because WWF at the time, because Savage was offered when he first got to the WWF, he was offered other managers. Savage declined. He wanted his wife to be his manager. Now, I don't know if that was because he felt like these other managers would probably be taking stuff off the top. I don't know how that works. Uh, but I'm pretty sure even if it's kayfabe, I'm pretty sure they got some kind of a cut just for being a manager for an up and coming wrestler. And Randy Macho Man Savage had already pretty much made a name for himself well before the dynamic duo of the Mega Powers. Lust and jealousy surrounding her led the team led to the team's demise and subsequent feud, culminating in a match at WrestleMania 5. They briefly reformed in WCW in '94 as the Monster Maniacs. Before returning to their original name, they then interacted regularly thereafter as both teammates and as rivals, particularly as members of the New World Order until their departures in from WCW in 2000. Um, so at the end of the day, um, to me, when I think back to early WWF wrestling stables, tag teams, um, what a duo. This was like Batman and Robin. Um, this would have been Robin, I'm sorry to say. Uh, but Hogan had the name. WWF had been riding on the coattails with Hogan for 4 years. It was time for a changing of the guard. It should have been Savage first, before the Ultimate Warrior. But at the end of the day, like I said, I think Hogan is a politician, and he used his prowess to get what he wanted. Um, and I think that also, I think Randy saw through that, and it is what it is today. And unfortunately, we've lost a great wrestler, but we got a legacy that is completely unbelievable and very believable because it happened. Um, what a wrestler, what a legacy between the two of them as the Mega Powers. What a stable, what a faction together. And I'm glad we got what we had when we had it. Unfortunately, uh, we get older. Hogan's now retired. Macho Man retired. Macho Man, unfortunately, is deceased. But the memories live on. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Hit that notification bell so that you know every time that I drop a new video. Thank you all for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.